I do not want to see a home if it's in a CDD neighborhood.
Agents, have you heard this? Or buyers, have you said this? Watch this video to get the true scoop on CDDs.
So today I'm here to help educate you agents and buyers and sellers on what a CDD is, why you shouldn't shy away from a CDD neighborhood for buyers, and sellers what you're even paying for. A CDD starts out where a developer wants to develop a community on a piece of land. That developer does not have enough funds to be able to create all the infrastructure needed for that community. So they go to a bank and they take out a bond. Usually it's about 20 or 30 year bond, okay? Then they they create the infrastructure, which is roads, signage, sewage, water, the other amenities necessary for that, or that they're putting in that community. And then they take that bond and they divvy it up among the homes in the community. That is then the CDD fee for each home. It is broken down into how many parts? Two parts. The first part, you've got your bond portion. That can be paid off over that 20, 30 years, okay? So that portion can be paid off. Yep, exactly. The second part is the O&M, the operations and maintenance. That's the operations and maintenance portion. So that part is normally for it's a portion for the amenities and any maintenance that needs to be done on the amenities. That portion is going to stay, but it can only change.
That portion's gonna stay.
I really like this. He's like hammering down the points here. But that O&M portion can only stay, or can only change. That O&M portion can only change. Thank you, baby. That O&M portion, here we go, finally, here we go. That O&M portion can only change if the home ownership the home ownership votes for a change. Normally, it might change after about maybe when the community is about 15 years old and the amenities need some serious maintenance, or the roads or something like that, okay? So, next thing is, what makes a CDD community better, not better, worse, whatever? Nothing. They're not better or worse than anywhere else. It just suits you. It just depends on what your needs are in a community as a buyer, okay? So CDD communities, a lot of times, are going to have a lot of amenities. So awesome pools, multiple pools sometimes, big fitness centers, big clubhouses, parks, recreation, just general recreation areas, dog parks. I've seen ones that have like little piers, docks, you name it. A CDD probably has a tennis, racquetball courts, those kinds of things are all going to be in a CDD. If you're considering, apples to apples kind of, here's an HOA on one side, and then you have an HOA neighborhood on one side and a CDD neighborhood on the other.
Hey, don't tap my head.
Sorry. Your HOA dues are never going to go away. They're there, and they can go higher, right? Where that CDD payment, you can pay off that portion. In fact, buyers, instead of asking for other seller concessions, you could ask the seller to maybe pay off the CDD or a chunk of the CDD, okay? So you have options to do if you like a home in that neighborhood. Also, and I will forever preach this, work with your agent. And agents, make sure you're working closely with the lenders, right? You're a team. Buyers, agent, lender. You guys need to work as a team to create the best possible situation for the buyer.
Mom.
Yes, babe. Come on up. My helper. Okay. So just remember that CDDs are not scary. And the more you know about them and the more you look into them, the less important that amount is going to come, and the more important your lifestyle and where you're living and the home that you're living in is going to be much more important, okay? So if you have if you have any questions, if you're an agent that has something else to add to this, I greatly appreciate it because it's really hard to fit in. I've had to take up 5 minutes of your time here. It's really hard to fit all of that into a short amount. So agents, if you have anything else to add, please do so. And I'm curious to see if you have a lot of CDDs in your area. So up in Northeast Florida, they're becoming more common, these big master communities. So I'm just curious what everybody thinks. Buyers, what do you think? How do you feel about what I said? Do you have any points on like where you're thinking or where you're at when it comes to CDDs or even HOAs? And then sellers, did this help you know what you're paying for every year with your taxes? Let me know. If you'd like to know more and become a more educated real estate consumer, please follow me or share this information to your friends and family. And always remember that at Spec Group, you're family. You guys have an awesome day. What?